Vinland Saga Season 2, Episode 2. I think A&R hit the Viking slave lottery, if that's the best way I thought can put it.
It was pretty lucky.
The master was describing to both of them, because Thorfinn was there as well, and he's describing this whole like plan. I'm like, is this guy real? And then all of a sudden realize why. When you get your piece of cake, if it sounds too good to be true, it probably is. Then what do you have to clear down? An entire forest.
And they managed to make the scene with him and Thorfinn dragging that log to the river intense, like it was a fight scene.
I think because it will be.
I just love that this is a farm simulator, and I am here for it.
I mean, right now, because what do you want? You want wheat farms. You want land. You want money, and all that's tied together back in that time. And when A&R wanted his lunch, he got a couple. Then that was like the first okay, they're still slaves.
It's not paradise. I'm still a slave.
You're still eating, and you're eating. You're working for your bread.
And he was allowed to drift away from maybe I'm not even a slave anymore for a moment, and then he was brought back to that because it was like, you get
Wouldn't
nothing.
You be tempted to run away though, almost at all times?
If I'm working there as a slave trying to earn freedom, that's like you just said it. It's like the lottery.
That's true. Even the master's working.
I'm not going anywhere else to get it. It seems to me like he is a
businessman,
hard-working farmer who genuinely needs the help. And knows that with slaves, he gets them for free, but probably feels guilty about the fact that he's using them, so he allows them to work for the freedom.
And then you own the land, you can collect, as soon as you raise enough money, you bought your freedom. It's a beautiful system he has designed.
Yeah.
Obviously, you see some tool bags that are people who I believe have worked their way up.
And they feel somebody for the first time underneath of them, and they're like, oh, I get to do what everyone else does to me.
And because they probably got it for years. So they're ballparking 3 years that forest will get cleared out. I believe, A&R already found a new love interest that the young master was laying pipe down to, trying. But
he was trying.
And the father's just...
He was trying.
Making sure it was all going as well. Planned.
He coached her for a long time.
He did.
Yeah.
Might have showed her a few things or two, you know what I mean?
The hand was doing the same thing. It just wasn't animated.
So, I have a prediction. Are you ready?
I am ready.
Here we go.
What's up?
Okay. Old master, the main guy that bought them, is going to die or get killed. I'm going to say get killed. Young master, and I don't know his name because he's not super relevant yet. Young master's going to take over, and he's going to run that farm with a different feel because he doesn't feel like he needs to work.
Okay.
You saw that when he was getting him and his father were going back and forth. And you saw that if he takes over, no one respects him. The two drunk dudes just walked away with him and his horse.
Yeah.
I think he had nothing to do about it.
He doesn't want the farm. That's the thing.
No.
He doesn't want to have to live into his father's footsteps. He has his own dreams and his own aspirations that he wants.
Yeah, what is that?
He wants to go fight in Canute's army.
And he couldn't even pull his sword out.
And it was funny because it almost felt like he might be the third main character to me.
Oh, I know. He's going to play a big role.
I feel like we got introduced to A&R, and he was obviously going to be paired with Thorfinn. Yeah. I didn't expect to have a third main character, but I feel as though he's going to be one.
He's going to be a big part. You see the bosom buddies are coming together, Thorfinn and A&R.
Yeah.
They're becoming friends. I don't think they have much of a choice. A&R doesn't look like no sit-down, slouch. He's a big dude compared to Thorfinn. And then every time that those guys were messing with him, you could see it in Thorfinn's dead eyes that he's like, I could kill you. I'm just choosing not to.
And watching the progression of Thorfinn this season from where he is now to how he reclaims himself will be ultimately whether or not season 2 is a success for me or not.
Oh, that is a beautiful thought.
I want to see the only thing I really care about this season is tell me the story about how Thorfinn saves his own life, which is what this has to be.
And he's reliving he's having those dreams.
When A&R was talking about the fact about soldiers and he had all those flashbacks, it was a flashback and they put some intense music behind it, and I felt like it was a fight scene.
It was. I think it's his internal struggle that we're fighting right now. And it's going to be good. And I think, we have 22 more episodes, and we're already swimming in this story. I think.
And normally speaking, I think you would say over regular shows or shows with other things we've watched is that it's starting too slow. Do you not? You don't feel that here?
I feel like the whole time I'm watching, even episode 1, but mainly in episode 2, I'm on the edge of my seat. I know something's going to happen. Each time somebody new shows up, I'm like, oh, they're dead, or they're going to try to kill them. Something's going to happen. Yeah. Because there's too many people on this farm right now that I don't know. There's a lot. And then you have with Anar in love with the girl that the young master's with. That's going to be a lover's triangle that we don't want to get involved in.
Oh, see, I thought it was the farmer's daughter.
No. Well, it is. But that was the girl that was in the back of the wagon.
Right, his daughter. So it's the sister of this potential third character?
No. So the girl in the wagon is the one that was having sex with young master. Or the father sent her in to do such a thing.
Gotcha.
Like kind of sold her off to her.
I thought they were two different girls.
Maybe
I need to go back and look at the scene again. I thought it was his daughter, and then she was completely removed. That was her only scene in the episode.
Oh no, I think that's what came back because
We'll
and he didn't have sex with her because he figured out the plan. That's all she wanted was like. Because let me tell you, what women never say. Let's go another round. So we knew that was a setup right off the start. Do you want to go again? You can see yourself to the door.
Wait a minute. You're using me.
That's it.
Oh, my God.
Because normally back then, you're using the woman because that's the point.
If you had said, I was coming here today to try to defend a slow start, because I know that usually you like to have things pick up pretty quickly. So I was going to say that the reason why, to me, it doesn't feel like it's slow at all is because at the end of the day, I know it's Vinland Saga, and at the drop of a hat, everyone dies.
So, and that's what it is. And so I am critical on shows that have a slow start and those things, but we're in season 2. Slow story's already there. Well, this is just now it's just a build up for the drop. That's it.
That's a good way to put it. Yep. Yeah. Because the end of the season, I'm sure, is just going to be like...
I know we're not going to be slaves much longer.
I don't know. It might be the whole season. It might be.
Don't you dare say that.
It might be, because we don't know how broken Thorfinn is for how long he's going to be broken.
I'm a little nervous about it. I don't want him to stretch out his fragility too much because he isn't. He's just a guy that just turned off. Then someone just needs to reach in and turn it back on.
He never knew anything but rage.
Right.
Rage got taken from him because Askeladd died.
Now he's got peace.
And now it's like, what do I do with life?
He's working for freedom and looks like he's in no hurry because if they got to chop that forest down, he did not make much of a...
So it's good. You're happy.
Oh, I'm happy with episode 2. It was good, and it felt longer than 20 minutes. I know it wasn't, but it felt good, and I'm ready. And I know you hate it, but I'm liking these. It gives you a week to process.
Okay.
The episode, and I like that.
Vehemently disagree. But okay.
I know, but I just
I hate it so much.
The slow brain I got going on over here. It's just like, all right, now you think about it, you internalize it. If you're thinking about it throughout the week, it's how you used to judge. If you're thinking about it during the week on how that story's going to go, then it's a good show. So I'm sold.
Good. Okay.
Right now.
I'm happy.
Hopefully, God, they don't drop the ball.
I just love the show so much that I have to skim the people around me. It's like, you're liking this, right?
I hope to find some people that I know watch it.
Oh, I'm sure there are. If you just vocalize it, wear a Vinland Saga hoodie to work one day, they'll be like, oh,
just
you're a man of culture as well. Okay.
Vinland Saga.
Yeah, that was episode 2 of season 2 of Vinland Saga.
Yeah, 2 and 2.
Let us know what you guys thought about the episode in the comments below, and we will see you episode 3.